Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready. Blue 32. Ready.
The play fake. Now Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards. Good for a Panther first down.
A gain of 14. First
Come
down,
on, set.
Panthers.
Black 95.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Hut.
Looking to throw. Young. Looking deep downfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
70 range. Let's go.
Now Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Willis from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The Buccaneers had 8-3 now. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go.
Achane gets it from the gun. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the
Cougar 19,
43-yard line.
trap 50, trap 50.
Play action. Here's Willis. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Oh, good move. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
7, Panthers nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready?
They'll run here with a rookie. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
And the Panthers first down. A gain of 12.
Green cat.
First
Here we go.
down, Carolina.
Set, go.
Off the play fake, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Down. Red, 38. Hut.
Young to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
Throwing, Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On the jump.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Seven Pirates.
Willis looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the run.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. A little juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
To throw, Young. That one completes illegal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it in a double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. To York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
He's the score. Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And we'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 113 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. 45. Right. Ready.
Young quickly to the flat. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Set. Ready. Set.
Young off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Black. 95. Field. Black. Hut. Hut.
Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Block 33. Yellow. Smash. Red. Ready.
Young to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Willis to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Malik Willis, 66 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Willis looks to pass it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devon Achane with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
Again, Elder partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A short one there to Fireview. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, and
he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here, I would imagine? And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
45, right. Ready?
Now Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, green. Hut.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you meant one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Up the middle, H.M. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
19 tight.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Willis will look to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Again, running right, H.M. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
H.M. here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down and goal to go.
Yellow, stop.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. Now, the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Final play of the half, Young. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we got just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Let's go now. Go.
One more time with Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others, as his guys have now moved out in front.
42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. It's right. Red 31.
Now here's Young. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An 8-yard return there after the punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Here we go. Start. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Come on. Set. Nice Cowboy 80.
Again, it's Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
But I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready. Hut.
A play fake. Now Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Pat Freiermuth. First and 10.
A run straight ahead with 18. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now Willis. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Willis out of the gun. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. It's Young off play action. That one complete to again. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready, break.
48-yard line.
Ready.
Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
That's another Panthers.
52. Right.
22 yards.
Let's go now.
First down,
Black.
Carolina.
95. Set.
Young now. Touchdown, Panthers. Jatavion Sanders. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
For the extra point.
Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Bucs on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devon Achane, 60 yards. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Young working out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yaya Diaby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devon Achane with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 61 yards. Champ is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Yet another touchdown run for him, and this one is going to put his name in the NFL record books. He's now set the new bar for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Panthers 56.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yeah, Diaby picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Ready? 19.
Now a give up the middle. This is Wright. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Young to throw it. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Bucs take over 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And they will take a knee here.
Stephanie Timberwolf.
And they take a knee.
Here we go, back. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.